in enhancing overall life satisfaction. However, it's important to nurture healthy relationships to maximize this benefit. I feel like every time when people hear love, the first thing they think about are the romantic relationships. But there's more to love than just the romantic relationships.
Yes.
So I want to know, what's the link between love and mental health in your words?
Okay, so like we mentioned last week, it starts by probably quickly defining what mental health is. So my mental health is your psychological, so your emotional and your social well-being. And the definition that I had, it says love is an intense emotion of affection. Okay, do you feel that? Okay, of warmth, of fondness, admiration, and regards. So the two can actually be interchanged. When you are in love, not necessarily romantic, but in good relationships with your colleagues, your parents, your children, your friends, then your mental health is good. And when your mental health is good, this is one week to bounce back up. Action faculties are strong enough to get all in order. So that's where love and mental health have such a direct link.
And you know, like what you're saying, besides it being that romantic love when it comes to joy, it's like when you have that, I've noticed every time I have conversations with my mom and we're just in a good mood.
Exactly.
Like there's this,
it's a feeling. Exactly. I do that a lot. Whenever I'm with my family, maybe we are with my siblings and we just with friends, there's something that you just feel. Okay, the feel-good hormones are all over you, and that are having a huge impact on your brain chemicals, which then promotes your mental health. So it's very good for us to be always striving to be in good books with people around us, not necessarily the controversial kind of love.
True.
Yeah.
And I also want to understand, like what I say with Tigans, what you love, immediately any person would think of romantic love, and that's what I want to talk about. How can romantic love impact mental health, and what are the key factors that contribute to this benefit?
Okay, so when we're talking about romantic love, we are talking about, when we go back to that definition about, intense feelings of warmth, of admiration, of desire, and stuff like that. So what happens, Presh, when you are in love, your brain actually releases what we call feel-good hormones, particularly a hormone called the oxytocin, which is a bonding hormone. And oxytocin is one of those very love. It floods your system with feel-good hormones, and that's one of the major things that your mental health needs or desires.
And what are the key factors that actually contribute to this benefit?
To
the benefit of romantic love impacting our mental health.
Okay, there are many factors. I think the first thing that I think I want to refer to is the issue of self-love. Right. Why am I bringing in self-love in this discussion is an important factor that contributes to that. This is because when you have a good relationship with yourself, your feel-good hormones are low, which means your stress hormones are very high because of what this person is doing, and as a result, that is a factor that affects your mental health. Now let's go to talk about self-love. Now, many people believe that self-love is about selfies, going to the beach and taking yourself pictures from there, and you were in the first class, business class.
That ain't self-love. 99 pictures for you to just post
one.
No, that is not self-love.
That's not self-love. Actually, that's I don't know what it is, but that's not self-love. Self-love is accepting yourself as you are. To say, look, I am here. I probably have a Jojo tank. My skin is not looking good. My eyes are too big. My English is not even that good. And you accept yourself. Sometimes when a mother has had a baby, and some people say, hey, there's some people who are like that. And the mother does not see that. Does not see that a child is ugly. And some people, the mother loves their kid as they are, whether any flu they have a running tummy. The mother just loves and adores the kid and does everything for the kid. That's what self-love is. But in this case, this is love for yourself. So you are accepting yourself as you are. and you're actually placing value on yourself. Now, this is what happens when we're talking about romantic love. This person who's making me have all the they have come to give me value and worth because of what they are doing. They are coming to just put the icing on the cake, acceptance and love yourself. So, and you feel good about yourself. Your best friend, you love to spend time with you. Guess what happens? Your brain will still produce those feel good hormones
when you're alone.
When you're alone and you're loving yourself and you are, self-love. Let me also add to the definition of my definition of self-love. Self-love means you're protecting yourself, precious, from anything and anyone that is going to affect your mental health. So it means even some of the things that you do yourself that you know are going to mess up with your mental health, you don't do it. You don't watch certain films, you don't watch certain social media programs because you know it's going to mess with your mental health. So self-love is like protecting everything that is a potential to put your mental health. So even though there is life or there's no one, we cannot tell the difference because one day I'm one day I'm going to even so people that not allow to value, they will always walk away at some point. You get it? And they leave us very empty. But if you have love for yourself, precious, it means until the day you die, you have adequate love. You have enough feel-good hormones that are flooding your mind and your mental health is always stable. So my major point today is, even though there is no someone in your life, even though you are not in good books with your family, the first and foremost important relationship that you have to build on is the relationship with yourself.
And you know what? I've listened to some girl that was talking about her social media thing. I can tell her something that was so powerful.
Okay.
That the moment you choose yourself and the moment you choose to love yourself.
Yes.
I was talking to Daryl and he said the person that you are when you're alone is the person that you're supposed to love.
Yes.
The moment you choose to love that person, that is when you see.
Masters in PhD UK. You don't even know yourself. It's important for you to sit, precious, and say, I'm precious. What works for me? What does not work for me? Very interesting indeed, I agree.
Thank you so much for coming and talking to us about the link between love and mental health.
Yes.
I hope to have you again next time. I think this is the conversation